The Great Canadian Exodus. What if we told you that one of the most desirable countries in the world is now losing people faster than ever before? For years, Canada has been known as a land of opportunity, offering high-paying jobs, free healthcare, and an excellent quality of life. People from all over the world have been moving there in record numbers. But now, something shocking is happening. Canadians and immigrants alike are packing their bags and leaving in 2025. Why are so many people abandoning what was once considered the best country to live in? What's driving this massive exodus? Stay tuned, because the real reasons behind Canada's population crisis will shock you. 1. Skyrocketing cost of living. Canada is becoming unaffordable. One of the biggest reasons why people are leaving Canada in 2025 is simple: it's just too expensive to live there. For years, cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal have seen housing prices climb to insane levels. The average home price in Vancouver is now over $1.2 million, while in Toronto, it's over $1 million. Even renting is becoming impossible, with one-bedroom apartments in major cities costing well over $2,500 per month. It's not just housing. Everything from groceries to gas and electricity bills has skyrocketed. A simple grocery trip that used to cost $100 now costs closer to $150 to $200. Gasoline prices have soared, and with high taxes on fuel, transportation costs have become unbearable. For middle-class families, this means they're working harder but struggling to afford basic necessities. Many young professionals and families are realizing they can no longer afford a comfortable life in Canada, forcing them to look for better opportunities elsewhere. But where are they going? Many are heading to the US, Europe, and even back to their home countries, where the cost of living is more manageable. The once promised Canadian dream is slipping away, and many are deciding they've had enough. 2. High taxes. Canadians are paying too much. Canada is known for its high taxes, but in 2025, things have reached a breaking point. Canadians are now paying some of the highest income taxes in the world. The average Canadian worker is seeing over 30% to 40% of their income taken by the government through income tax, payroll tax, and sales tax. On top of that, Canadians also have to pay property taxes, carbon taxes, and even high fees on basic services. Compare this to other countries, where taxes are lower, and it's easy to see why people are leaving. Many Canadians feel like they're working harder than ever, but they're not seeing the benefits. With so much of their paycheck going to taxes, they're struggling to afford homes, save money, and invest in their future. For many, moving to places like the United States, Dubai, or even Southeast Asia, where taxes are lower and salaries are competitive, seems like the better option. 3. Job market struggles. High competition, low pay. A decade ago, Canada was considered a great place for job opportunities, especially for skilled workers. But in 2025, things have changed drastically. Despite Canada's growing population, the job market has become oversaturated. Many immigrants arrive expecting high-paying jobs, only to find that they're competing with thousands of other skilled workers for the same positions. Even worse, salaries have not kept up with inflation, meaning many Canadians are earning less in real value than they did years ago. A lot of professionals, including nurses, engineers, and IT workers, are realizing they can make far more money working in the United States, the Middle East, or even Australia. The rise of remote work has also given people the freedom to work from anywhere, and many Canadians are taking advantage of this by moving to lower-cost countries while keeping their international salaries. With better-paying jobs available elsewhere, why stay in Canada and struggle? 4. The healthcare system is failing. Canada is famous for its free healthcare, but in 2025, that system is collapsing under pressure. Hospitals are overwhelmed, waiting times have never been longer, and there's a severe shortage of doctors and nurses. Many Canadians are waiting months, even years, for basic medical procedures. Seeing a specialist can take up to a year, and even getting a family doctor is a challenge. Some provinces have wait lists of over 200,000 people just to get a primary care physician. For people with urgent health issues, this is a serious problem. Some are deciding it's better to move to countries with faster and more efficient healthcare systems, even if they have to pay for it. With healthcare in crisis, many Canadians and immigrants alike are realizing that free healthcare isn't helpful if you can't even access it when you need it. Five. Extreme weather and climate change concerns. Canada has always been known for its harsh winters, but climate change is making things even worse. Winters are becoming longer and more intense, with temperatures dropping below -40 degrees Celsius in some areas. Meanwhile, summers are seeing record-breaking heat waves and wildfires that make living conditions unbearable. For many, the thought of dealing with 6 months of extreme cold every year is no longer worth it. Countries like Portugal, Spain, and the Philippines are seeing an increase in Canadian expats who prefer a warmer, more stable climate. 6. Immigration policies are changing. In recent years, Canada has had one of the most open immigration policies in the world. However, in 2025, things are shifting. The government is struggling to provide housing, jobs, and health care to its growing population, leading to stricter immigration rules and longer processing times. Many skilled immigrants are giving up on Canada and choosing other destinations like Australia, New Zealand, or the US, where they feel they'll have a better chance at success. Is Canada still worth it? So, is Canada still the dream country it once was? For many, the answer is no. With the rising cost of living, high taxes, job market struggles, a failing healthcare system, extreme weather, and shifting immigration policies, more and more people are making the difficult choice to leave Canada behind. The Canadian dream is changing, and for many, the reality is that they can find a better life elsewhere. So what do you think? Is Canada still one of the best places to live, or is it time to look for opportunities elsewhere? Let us know in the comments.